talk about it later.
Right. Do try to hide out in there. And you can see it's hitting all of the flowers and bushes.
The thing I'd like to say, is it still running?
Yep.
The important part of applying with the blower is you want to make sure you get into the shrubbery. You don't want to stand just outside it and blow at it, whether it's a bush or a tree. You want to get into the product, get the product into the plant to the best of your ability, because the mosquitoes, the gnats, the flies, they all love to live in the shade deep in the plant. And if you just spray the outside and you think you've done a good job, you'll find that you end up with more mosquitoes than you expected. When you reach into the plant with the tip and really shake it up and move it around, that's where because the insects live on the shady side, the underside of the leaves. That's where they hang out and try and wait for the cool of evening. You get the product in there, get it way deep in the plant, get those leaves moving around with the air, using the nozzle to just disturb the leaves. That's where you're going to get the best results for the longest period of time. So, without starting the
check that.
I was anyway. Is it still running?
Yep.
Let's see. So basically, application to any plant without it running, you get the idea of how it runs. Blows mist out the end. You want to.
Those aren't ours.
Right. I'm just demonstrating. Obviously, this isn't on. But you'll run up and down the plants. On a day like today, it's windy. The wind's going that way. So you want to try and direct your flow. You know, have your back to the wind. Let the product. That helps the product move through the plant. You don't want to try and fight the breeze and it blows it out behind you. That's important as well. With trees, you want to reach up as far as you can, given you know how far this will reach. Now this has a diffuser on the end to get the widest spray pattern that you can. But sometimes, and this one's not set up like the one I'm familiar with, but we could take off our diffuser and just have it throw us straight. And I used to love doing that. For taller trees, it allowed me to reach farther up into the tree, or deeper into dense shrubbery. A lot of folks will get layers of shrubbery. It's hard to reach over them, so you know, I'd take off the nozzle and shoot down farther in. But it's fairly simple, really. You just want an even distribution of product, bushes, trees. The most important part, though, is do your best to reach as far into a bush or tree as you can for best distribution.
Okay.
Pretty much.
So
all
Matt,
that.
the cut grass is nothing you would be worried about. You're not worried about cut grass. You would be worried about switchgrass or maybe the taller grasses and stuff.
The height of the grass, the deeper it is, the more insects you're going to have in it of a wide variety. Gnats, no-see-ums, stuff that jumps up when you walk through the grass. If you have fewer trees and shrubs on your property, the insects, mosquitoes and such, are going to want to live in the grass. And that's why when you walk through, you disturb them, they jump up. The taller your grass, the more shade you're providing them, the more insects you'll have. So, you know, you want to keep the grass short to keep the insects down. And, you know, you do want to apply to the grass, but this is not what this is designed for. But applying to the grass is also beneficial in addition to the trees and bushes.
Okay. Okay. So this tree right here, if you were going to spray this tree, just demonstrate that real quick, would you?
Yeah. Motion through.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I said, this is a little different than mine, but typically, obviously, I'm going to make sure my back's to the wind so that the product's blowing through the tree. I'm going to use the wind to my advantage the best I can. Work my way down into the tree, and again, you want to get as far into the tree as you can. Reach up, you know, move the nozzle around to disturb the leaves as well as the airflow. You want to get as many surfaces as you can coated with the product, because you know, sometimes the leaves are in shade on one side and then they're in shade on the other side. The sun moves and what have you. And as I said, that's the crucial part of applying it like this, is that's where they hang out. That's where you're going to get them. And you know, you'll get them, you'll disturb them when you go in, you'll kill them on contact as you spray, and then when they come back to visit it while it's in the shade, it's been coated, treated, and that's when they'll get the second blast.
Okay. So the other question we get too, Matt, is on homes and things like that, and people on the siding and under the eaves and decks and stuff like that. Is that those are definitely areas of concern?
Oh yes, yes, definitely,
okay.
Definitely. That's when I had my greatest success with customer satisfaction, is looking for those shady spots, finding out which side of the house, the north side, south side, where's the shade most of the day, because it's not just mosquitoes we're going after. It's all the bugs love the shade. They just love the shade. Find the shady spot under your eaves during most of the day. Coat it up there under your decks. Anywhere it's shady, anywhere that you can reach that's shady most of the day, that's where you're going to get the results that you want.
Okay. So the this little water feature that we have right here, you know we have standing water in there because of the feature, and so there's no fish to worry about or anything like that. So would you at least mist over that to make sure there's any larvae, because this is a larvicide, not just a pesticide, but it works as a larvicide too. So
if it was, well, obviously it's a fountain now, moving water is not an issue, but if you have a pool or a pond that does have still or perhaps even stagnant water, you got, you know, tires in your yard that collect water, or some depression in your yard that collects water, you definitely want to spray that. As you said, it's a larvicide, and that's a very big plus that prevents you from, or prevents new ones from hatching and becoming a problem.
Yeah, yeah. So, man, real quick on the fact that you've been, are employed as a professional mosquito applicator for a mosquito company, and now you have a product on your back that you know is environmentally friendly and safe for you. Does that, I mean, what does that mean to you to be able to do that?
Oh, it's a game changer. The product that we've used in the past is safe. Obviously, there's limitations. We couldn't spray around water, any standing water, flowering plants. Obviously, we want to protect the pollinating bees and butterflies, so we obviously avoided all of that, and other limitations. And so, yeah, this product, because it's safe for pollinators, because it's a larvicide, expands the ability to use it much more effectively. It is effective for what it does, and being able to apply it freely without having to worry about collateral damage yeah, it's a total game changer. Primarily because, first of all, it makes it easier for me to feel my conscience is free applying it, but it's also easier to explain to the customers, because a lot of customers really, as they should, are concerned about the fish in their koi ponds, pollinators, birds, and
pets,
using this
children.
product. Yeah, pets, exactly. Pets, children. You accidentally spray a pet's toy. You can. The peace of mind really is priceless.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's awesome, and the experience with the product's been phenomenal. People are excited to have it. We find that we have homeowners that believe because of this product they can actually get a pump-up sprayer and do some of their applications. They don't have to have a backpack sprayer by any means. But
no, you're right. Yeah, the pump-up sprayer, it's a little more labor-intensive. Obviously, you can't cover as much ground as you can with the blower. But for a homeowner with a yard this size, you can get it. You can accomplish a lot. Definitely, just set it on the finest mist that you can, and go to town. Reach in again. Just always remember to reach in as far as you can. That's the most important thing about applying it that I can impress upon it. You can figure out the rest pretty much for yourself, but you got to reach in to the deepest part of the bush or tree that you're trying to get.
Yeah. Hey Matt, thank you very much for doing this for us.
Certainly.
There are a lot of people out there been asking questions, and now we got something we can share with them. So we appreciate your time.
Glad to be here.